Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. By taking this action, it will help me to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding of who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. Thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does resonate with, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. Let's begin healing together. First and foremost, I would like to say, and I say this in just about all of my videos, and this is for the newcomers. Tarot, contrary to what some people may say, is not like a puzzle. When you go into a store and you're looking for a puzzle, you look at said puzzle. You look at the box, the picture on the box, and you decide if you want that puzzle or not. You get the puzzle home, you open the box, you pour out all the pieces on the floor. You start with the first piece that you pick up. You look at the front of the box again, and you start trying to build the puzzle. That's not what tarot is. If it's your story, it'll be your story from the beginning to the end. Tarot is not a puzzle. You don't take a piece from here and a piece from there, and you hope that it does fit, and you hope that it is your story. That's not how it goes. If it's your story, it'll be your story from the beginning of the reading to the end of the reading. This is a Cancer reading. This reading is for the sign of Cancer. I know that I recently did a Cancer reading. However, this is Cancer season. I am a Cancer. I told you guys that I'm going to be pumping out Cancer readings while Cancer season is taking place until my birthday. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you're a male or if you're a female. If you're a Cancer, you're a part of my soul tribe in some sort of way. We are water signs. We are cousins, cousins of the zodiacs. We are welcoming in our other cousins, which are Pisces and Scorpio, all water signs. So we are the cousins of the zodiac. So Scorpio, Pisces, there may be something in this reading for you. However, before I came to this reading, I kept hearing it's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. So let us begin the reading. This reading is for the sign of Cancer. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. It doesn't matter if you are a male or a female. There's no gender in tarot. However, if the reading is specifically for a male, I will say so. If it's specifically for a female, I will say so as well. But there's no gender. We all, every human in this world, possesses masculine and also feminine energies. So if it's specifically for a male, I will say so. If it's specifically for a female, I will say so. However, let us begin. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Cancer. Thank you. Cancers, we have birthdays coming up. Some of you have already had a birthday. Some of you have already had a birthday. But for the ones that didn't, you have a birthday on the way. Enjoy, celebrate, and live life, because it's going to be what it's going to be. Life is going to be what it's going to be. We do have a bonus card. I'm going to sit the deck over here. You know, for those of you who have had a birthday already, happy belated birthday to you, Cancers. Let go and enjoy. The first card that we have is let go and enjoy. And that's exactly what I was hearing before I came to the reading. It's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. So the first card is let go and enjoy. You can't change the past. You can't change a person. The only change that you can do is within yourself, with yourself. So just let go and enjoy. Let go and enjoy the ride. Let go and enjoy life. Don't try to control anything or anyone. Just be in control of you, your actions. Be always in control of yourself. Bust out of your cocoon. Spirit guides are saying to bust out of your cocoon. Now, a lot of cancers, they love to go into hermit mode. Some cancers stay in hermit mode just about for half of their lives, right? Anytime cancers feel like danger is near, either they're trying to save someone or they're trying to save themselves. Spirit is saying to burst out of your cocoon. It's time for you to come outside. It's time for you to enjoy life. Don't hide from the world. Get out, go out, and enjoy what life has to bring. Do not let life pass you by. The next card is become a clear channel. Now, on my TikTok reading, this same card came out a few days ago, and that was a general reading. But become a clear channel. Become clear about the things that you want. Become clear about the things that you want to do, for some of you. And for others of you, become a clear channel. Some of you are diving into your spirituality. You're beginning to hear more. You're beginning to see more. And that's because some of you have been meditating. So you want to become a clear channel. And Spirit is saying, you can hear me. You can see me. Become clear on what it is that you want, because you are already a channel for other realms. However, admit your vulnerabilities. Some of you are very vulnerable to certain people, to certain things, to certain situations that happened in the past. Some of you feel like you're vulnerable. Spirit says to admit it, to say it out loud. You don't have to say it to another person, but admit it to yourself. Because once you admit it to yourself that you have an insecurity or a fear about something, once you can get that off your chest, that's when life will begin for you. So admit your vulnerabilities. Some of you must forgive and forget. Forgive past experiences. Forgive people that once upon a time hurt you, lied on you, talked about you, betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, cheated on you, whatever the case may be. Spirit is saying to forgive and forget, right? Let me explain this card to you. You can forgive a person, but you will never forget what they did. You can forgive them. Yes, you can. You don't have to go to that person and say, I forgive you. Because when you do that, that gives them permission to either A, laugh in your face, B, to fake become friends with you again so that they can stab you in the back again. But you're not forgiving that person for them. You're forgiving them for you, so you don't have to carry that misery with you, that hurt, that pain, that stress. Let me explain. It's like a woman, right? It takes 9 months to carry a baby, right? So let's just say if you are a mother, if you've had the experience of childbirth, so when you get to your 9th month, on the day that you're about to give birth, you have contractions. You have excruciating pains. You feel like it's a near-death experience. And some people will describe childbirth as that, as a near-death experience, right? So a lot of women, they'll say, I'll never have a baby again because the pain was too overwhelming. And some women, they really don't have another child, but some do have another one. And the reason for that is because at that time of giving birth, they felt the pain right then and there. And with them feeling the pain right then and there, that first week after the baby was born, the second week, the first month, second, third, fourth, fifth, they can remember the pain. It was fresh. It was new, right? They said they never want to go through that again. And then for the person that has the second child, now they remember the pain, but they don't remember how it felt. So Spirit is saying to forgive and forget. However, the pregnant woman, she gave birth. She went through the pain. Once she gave birth, the pain was over. The pain was detrimental. She felt like it was a near-death experience. However, she screamed it to the mountains and said I would never have a child again. And then boom, here she goes having baby number 2. She remembers that it was painful, but she doesn't remember what the pain felt like. All she can say is that it almost killed me. It knocked me off my feet. But here she goes having baby number 2. Some people have baby number 3. Let's remove the woman giving birth. A child. You tell them, don't go near the stove. The fire is hot. It's going to burn you. Some children are curious. They'll stick their finger in the fire. They'll remove it because now they're burnt. They're crying. You run it underwater. Some people put butter on it. You try to put some ointment on it to soothe them. So now they're crying, they're screaming, they're yelling. Guess what? Some kids will walk by the stove, never sticking their hand in that fire knowing that it's dangerous. Some kids, they remember it was painful, but they'll do it again. Like a woman that'll have child number 2, child number 3, child number 4. Some people learn from pain. Some people risk it again. Spirit is saying to forgive and forget. You know that someone hurt you. You know that someone betrayed you. You know what it felt like at the time. And for some of you, the pain was overwhelming to whereas you're saying, I'm not going back to that person. I'm not going to befriend that person. I'll never trust that person. So Spirit says, forgive and forget. You will be able to forgive them, but it doesn't mean that you have to embrace them. It doesn't mean that you have to invite them to your table. to have dinner, to invite them to your home, or you go out to eat with them. That's not what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying for you forgive and forget, because karma will always take care of this situation. So forgive for you. Don't carry the pain. Spirit is saying to begin to explore. Life is a journey. The beauty of life is that it is a journey. Every single day, we get to change the course of our lives. We get to begin every day that we wake up. We have a new experience, a new journey. Life is going to go in the direction that we want it to go in, because we are the authors of our own story. So the card is saying begin to explore. Just like the second card that came out, it says bust out of your cocoon. So it goes hand in hand with begin to explore life. Get out the house and enjoy life. Go somewhere that you've never been before, a new town, a new area in the state that you live in, but just begin to explore the world. It's explore. Get out. Do some things for you. You know, things that make you smile. You can get out and about by yourself. You can invite someone with you that you trust. But Spirit is saying, bust out of your cocoon. The first card is let go and enjoy. Let go of the pain that you're carrying. Let go of past situations, past hurt, past trauma. Once you're able to let that go, get out and enjoy life. Forgive whomever that hurt you and forget about it. Begin to explore, enjoy life. Every night that you go to bed, we all hope to wake up the next day, right? We all know that we're here for a greater purpose. Some of us are still trying to discover what that purpose is. However, when we wake up the next morning, we're grateful to be here. And we have that opportunity to start over again. So begin to explore who you are, the things that you like, the things that you dislike. Explore you and the world around you. Refine your attention. Get clear. Remember, become a clear channel. Get clear. Refine your attention. Get clear on what it is you want to do for you. Be clear. Refine your attention. You once had an idea. You once wanted to do something. However, you put it on the back burner. Spirit is saying you can bring whatever that is back to the forefront. So focus your attention on what it is that your soul desire, because you were once passionate about something, whatever it is, whatever it was, possibly starting a new business, changing jobs, moving. You were passionate about something, doing something for you that makes you happy. Spirit is saying to focus that attention back on what it is that you were passionate about once upon a time. Be of service. This card, I can say, be of service to someone else. That's not what I'm feeling. Spirit is saying, be of service to you. Do things for you. What is going to make you happy? Be of service to you, because this reading is all about you, Cancer. Be of service to yourself. Rejuvenate. Now, some of you may have been under the weather, you know, with the air conditionings on and fans running, you know, trying to stay cool. You may need to rejuvenate. Gatorade, possibly, you know, with the electrolytes, drinking a lot of water. But Spirit is saying to rejuvenate. And for some of you, you've been in the house for a long time, rejuvenating, and it's time for you to bust out of your cocoon. However, Spirit is saying for some of you, you've had an illness, a short illness. For some of you, you may feel like if it was more than a week, it was a long illness, and that may be how you feel. But some of you have a summer cold. Some of you may have had a summer flu, a summer bug. But it's time for you to rejuvenate. Some of you need some electrolytes. Some of you need lots of water to stay hydrated. Spirit is saying, take care of the body. Your body is your temple. So be open to love. So if you're in a relationship, right? If you're in a relationship, Spirit is saying to be open to love. Because some of you cancers, even if you are in a relationship, you hold back a little. You do. Because for those of you who have been hurt before, you keep your guard up just a little, waiting for someone to betray you, waiting for someone to hurt you. However, that's self-sabotaging. That's sabotaging your relationship. For those of you who are not in a relationship, Spirit is saying, be open to love. Once you get out the house, you begin to explore, you bust out of your cocoon, you will meet someone that you will start a solid foundation with. You will build a solid foundation together. Spirit is saying to be open to it and not to be like the cancers who are in a relationship and they are guarded. Spirit is saying to you that are not in a relationship to be open, not to be guarded, to trust your gut and embrace love. That is okay, because this person that's coming into my single cancers that you're going to meet is not going to hurt you like the past person or the past people that you've had to deal with. And for those of you who are in a relationship, I don't see that a relationship is going bad. I just see that you're keeping your guard up. And when you keep your guard up, you can't give all of you, but you want your person to give you all of them. You're just ready for something to happen. Spirit is saying, be open to love. Be open to the person that you're with. Enjoy that person. Explore them. Explore who you are and admit your vulnerabilities. Admit to your person, hey, I've been hurt before and I'm scared. And they're going to let you know, I understand. And they're going to let you know that they are not there to hurt you in any way. Always understand that relationships have their up and downs. There's no relationship that's a perfect relationship. It's how you handle it at the end of the day. So Spirit is saying, be open to love to my cancers that are in a relationship, that keep your guard up just a little bit. Admit your vulnerabilities. Admit it to yourself so that you can be clear on if you want to stay with this person or if you're that afraid that you need to walk away because you don't need to be hurt. You don't want to be hurt. But Spirit is saying be open to love because the person that you with does love you. However, you're hurting the relationship. You're hurting your person by self-sabotaging, by thinking that they are going to hurt you when they're there to love you. We have accept disappointments gracefully. Listen, we've all been through ups and downs, right? Each and every person has been through ups and downs in different ways. Some people the same way. Accept disappointments. Forgive and forget, right? So you have had disappointments, accept them because you can't change anything, but understand those disappointments didn't break you, but they taught you. how to recognize red flags, green flags, yellow flags, and white flags. Spirit is saying you have all the tools that you need. So, Spirit is saying to be open to love. Bust out of your cocoon and begin to explore who you are. Admit your vulnerable side to yourself. Once you can admit it to yourself that this is what you're afraid of, then you can be honest with your person. But how can you be honest with your person if you can't admit it to you first? You must admit it to yourself. Become a clear channel. Become clear on what it is that you truly want and desire for yourself. Excuse me, I needed to have a little drink. This card is Harmony's Embrace Oracle cards. We're going to dig a little deeper, Cancer. We're going to dig a little deeper. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to get out of the house. Don't be afraid to explore life, to burst out of your cocoon. Life is happening all around you. Life is happening. And don't let life pass you by. Don't do it. Don't let life pass you by. You know, I've often heard this saying. A lot of people say life is short. I say life is what you make it. There are people that pass away in their 20s, right? And let's just say if they had some sort of illness, they'll say to you, I've lived my life, right? Those are the ones who feel like they lived their life to the fullest and that they are happy with the way things turned out for them. Then you have the same people who do feel like life is short. These same people, right, may have an illness. They may be in their 20s, and then they'll say, I have not yet lived, but yet I'm being faced with death. Live life to the fullest. Every day that you wake up is a new day, and you have a chance to start over. My oldest daughter, a female that she went to high school with, a female that she is friendly with, passed away at home. Now, ever since we've known this young lady, she was prone to seizures. She's had seizures. Sometimes they were controlled and sometimes they were not controlled. However, she got married. She adored her husband. They had a child together, a little girl, and they were living life. She recently became pregnant with her second child. However, this pregnancy was a little harder. She still had her seizures. Her husband went out for a little while. When he came home, she's passed away. And she was pregnant with her second child, who they did know was a girl, and that they already had a name picked out, and they were embarking on life together. She was raised in the foster system, but one thing about her, she didn't complain about her life's journey. She didn't complain about the bad. She didn't complain about the good, and she didn't complain about the ugly. She embraced life. and she had a great life. Some people would say in her 30s she died young, but she died happy. Her flesh died, but not her soul. Her soul will live forever. She is energy. Her daughter that's inside of her is energy. She has a daughter that she left behind with her husband, and they will embrace each other together, and she will always be around them. And she has a daughter that was in the womb that she will be with forever, energetically as well. She lived a full life. She was married. She had a great job. She was a social worker. Being that she grew up in the foster system, she gave back. And she was a voice for the foster children. She was a wife. She was a mother. She does have a social media platform. She did. And she was happy. She lived. So, tomorrow's not promised. No matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, no matter how much older you are. But when you have the opportunity to get in the bed, close your eyes, and then wake up the next day and your eyes are back open, you must and you should embrace life. You should embrace the next chapter of your life, because every day you get to write the next chapter of your life. You get to write your story, no one else, you do. You get to make the changes that you don't like in your life. So forgive the past. There's nothing that you can do about it. Things may have hurt you, but you don't remember what the pain felt like. You know that it was excruciating. You know that it took you a long time to heal from it, to be able to dry your tears. You know that it wasn't easy because of who the person was or people that betrayed you and stabbed you in the back. But Spirit is saying forgive for you so that you can move forward, so that you can begin to enjoy life. And your first card is let go and enjoy. Let go of the past and enjoy the future. Let go of the past and embrace the future. Get out and explore life. If you're in a relationship, get out with your partner and explore life together. If you're single, get out and explore life, because you will be meeting someone. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Cancer. Thank you. Spirit, ooh, that was a lot. And I'm going to put them back in, because if I don't, we would be here all night. You know, my readings are long, but they would be even longer if I took all of those cards. So I'm going to shuffle them. Spirit guides, show me what I need to see for the sign of Cancer. Help me to clarify this reading. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? Spirit guides, what does Cancer need to know? Thank you so much. We're going to take them in the order that they came out. Spirit guides, one more card, please. One more card. What does Cancer need to know? Thank you so much. Cancers, you have a bonus card. And we're going to put that here. So far, you've had 2 bonus cards, right? Let us begin. Rely on. You must rely on you first and foremost. You must trust your gut. You must trust who you are. And that, Cancer, you have a lot of great ideas. You can be of service to other people. You can give advice to other people. You can help other people. But you must rely on yourself and you must give to yourself. So, deep emotional support to face life's challenges and difficulties together. So, for those of you who are in a relationship, guess what? Speak to your partner about your vulnerabilities. First, admit them to yourself and trust your partner enough to know that they do understand that you are afraid, that you don't want to be hurt. So the card is saying deep emotional support to face life challenges and difficulties together. And so the challenges is that you must stop holding back and go all in and know that the person that you're with, if you're in a relationship, is not going to hurt you, but you're self-sabotaging the relationship because you keep thinking the worst case scenario. But when you think about the worst case scenario, you're bringing that into your life. You're manifesting that into your life. So change your thoughts because thoughts are things. Thoughts do become things. It's called the power of the subconscious mind. And in the Bible, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do know the Bible. The Bible does say, so as a man thinketh, so he is. So whatever you're thinking and you're thinking about the worst case scenario, you must let that go and embrace what you have. And you have to be able to trust that the person that you're with, that they're not going to hurt you. So the conversation is going to be deep. It's going to be emotional, but the two of you will support each other with your truth to face life challenges and difficulties together. And what you're going through is you are afraid to give that person that you're with all of you because you don't want to be hurt. But the two of you can rely on each other. And for my single cancers, when you meet this new person, take things slow because you will be building a solid foundation together. Take things slow. Get to know each other. Get to know that person's likes and dislikes as they get to know your likes and dislikes. But you have to build a solid foundation. You know, mutual healing. We have mutual healing. Now, this card, a continuous process of giving and receiving, understanding and supporting. So my cancers that are in a relationship, when you let your partner know about your insecurities, it's going to be a mutual healing because they too have insecurities. But they, unlike you, are all in. You are all in as well, but you hold back a little because you fear them hurting you. They fear you hurting them, but they trust you to still be all in. So this is a mutual healing because once you can say to yourself, self, I am scared. You can say to your partner, look, I love you, but I am scared. I don't want to be hurt. And they're going to say the feeling is mutual. And that will be healing in itself when you can speak about your vulnerabilities. We have seeking help. This card, seek external support when needed. You know, a lot of people go to counselors, which is a beautiful thing. Some people go to the universe. Some people go to the God that they pray to, right? I speak to who I manifest to. And I do believe that there is one God, but we have many names for that God. I may say universe, I may say source, you may say God, you may say Jehovah, you may say Buddha, you know, you may say so many things because there are so many different religions, but I'm spiritual. It's okay to go to source, go to your God. It's okay to do that because the reason why I do is because the universe doesn't share my secrets. So when I need external support, I may call on my crossed over loved ones as well, my guardian angels, my archangels. Because one thing I know, man will betray you, man. You know, some counselors, due to HIPAA laws, they're not supposed to discuss what you talk about, but some people make you the topic of their dinner conversations. You may have a friend that you thought was a friend, and they share some of your intimate details. So if I don't want something to be said, I go to source, I go to the universe. But some of you, before speaking with your partner and admitting to yourself that you have these insecurities, that you are vulnerable about the relationship, seek external support, meditate about it. If you're spiritual, pray about it. If you're religious, they're the same thing. Communicate. The next card is communicate. And this card is clarified with admit your vulnerabilities. The card is saying communicate. So if you're in a relationship, Cancer, communicate with your partner because communication can enhance mutual understanding and improve your happiness. So the two of you must talk. You must share your insecurities with your person. And that's going to make the two of you stronger. It's going to help the relationship, and that's going to add to that foundation that you've already started building. And to my Cancers that are single, Spirit is saying to you, communication is going to be the key when you meet this new person and you're starting to build that foundation. Communicate from the beginning so that you can know and understand each other, and there'll be no surprises during the middle or during the long term of the relationship. Spirit is saying to share, Cancer, share. Share each other's feelings and experiences to enhance the relationship. So that goes hand in hand with communication. Communicate, share your feelings. Share exactly what you're feeling because your partner does understand. They've been through a lot of things as well. We have divert attention. Divert attention. Now, this card is change focus or perspective, improve relationships, or solve problems. So this says begin to explore. This card is being clarified with begin to explore. So some of you are diverting the attention. You try to change the focus when your partner says, "What's wrong? What's going on?" You try to change the focus because you really don't want to say how you're feeling. But to improve the relationship, to solve the problems, the things that have been getting in the way of the two of you, you must share how you're truly feeling about the situation. You may think that your partner may not understand, but they will, and they do. We have change, and it falls right on top of refine your attention. Refine your attention. So the change card is deeper changes may prompt a reassessment of the relationship. So the change is the communication. The change is you sharing. The change is you being vulnerable. So refine your attention. You must focus on your communication skills. You must focus on sharing with your partner because a change is coming. Deeper changes may prompt a reassessment of the relationship, and the reassessment is that the two of you are sharing your vulnerable side because they understand what you've been feeling and what you've been going through. Be of service to yourself. Be of service to this relationship. Be of service because the relationship is a soul connection. Whether the person is your soulmate, whether the person is your twin flame, those are soul connections. So, soul connections is a deep emotional connection built on a deep understanding of resonance. You know, the two of you share so many similar things, similar life situation, similar experiences. That's why this person does understand because the insecurities that you have, they also have them. Them being vulnerable, they have been vulnerable with you, but you still hold back just a little. Spirit is saying, rejuvenate. It's time to rejuvenate. However, that card is let go. Let go of the burden of the past and look forward. And that's how you can heal the body. That's when you begin to rejuvenate. So let go of the burdens of the past and look forward. You must, you should, it is imperative to forgive and forget. So let go of the past. You don't have to keep talking about the past. You don't have to keep thinking about the past, dwelling on the past. Let it go so you can live a prosperous life, a life of healing, a life of being healed. And the bonus card that you had was be open to love, a new phase. So in a relationship, a new phase is going to begin when you communicate with your person, when you share what's really on your soul. So starting a new phase of life together or exploring new interests and experiences together because the communication is a togetherness. You sharing with your person is a togetherness. You must forgive and forget the past. Let the past go. The card is a new phase. So if you're in a relationship, Cancer, for those of you that are in the relationship, once you communicate, once you share how you feel, you will begin a new chapter with your partner, with your person. And for those of you that are single, a new phase is going to begin with you and someone, but togetherness. Whether you're in a relationship or not, this is all about togetherness. And we have at the bottom of the deck commitment. So Cancers, you're in a relationship, right? For those of you that are in a relationship, a commitment is an ongoing choice that requires the joint efforts of both parties. So both of you have to be all in. Neither of you can hold back. You must be all in. That's why you need to communicate and you need to share. You must forgive the past and let the past go in order for you to have a healthy relationship. And then for my Cancers that are single, a commitment is on its way to you. You will be in a committed relationship, a relationship that you will be able to trust the person. But remember, take things slow because you have to build a solid foundation with that person. Don't move too fast. Take your time because if someone loves you, they'll understand the reason why you want to take time. And you can be honest with them. Say, I really want to take the time to get to know you. I need to be able to know that I can trust what is going on between us. So can we take it slow? It's better to be upfront from the beginning. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. This reading is for the sign of Cancer. Thank you. Spirit guides, show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Cancer. What does Cancers need to know? Thank you so much. The first card that we have out is, who can I serve today? So Cancer, who can you serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connections, small and simple acts are what create the biggest, most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today, Cancer? And remember, this card goes hand in hand with be of service. Today's soul action, listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. And guess what? Be the first person that you serve. Be vulnerable with yourself. Admit to yourself that you do have insecurities, and admit to your partner that you do have insecurities because your partner does understand because they have the same insecurities. And the two of you, when you communicate and you share, that's you building the relationship, making it stronger. Where am I called to use my voice right now? So where are you called to use your voice right now, Cancer? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be a catalyst for healing in others. You know, anytime and every time I begin a reading or I do the lives or I make the videos, I always say that my channel is a no judgment zone place for healing. And I encourage everyone to share his or her story because your story may help the next person. As I've said, each and every one of us does have a story to tell. We have all been through ups and downs, highs and lows. We've all gone through the good, the bad, and the ugly, but it's how you get through it. So I do encourage people to share his or her story because you may be a helpmate to someone else. At the bottom of the deck, we have Am I communicating my needs? So are you communicating your needs with your person? Guess what? Communicate. You will be communicating your needs. You will be sharing the vulnerable side of you. Your needs matter, Cancer. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? You don't want to tell your person that I am afraid of this, what we have. I am afraid. And don't be afraid to say that because your person feels the exact same way. But if you don't talk about it, then that's only hurting the relationship because you'll never know what your partner is thinking about. They'll never know what you're thinking about and what's going on because the two of you aren't sharing. So it's time for you to let your guard down and admit to your partner, I have some insecurities. Today's soul action, Cancer. Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no? And in parentheses, it says, and yes. Enough based on my desires. Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter? And do I share them with others? And that's you being vulnerable. I feel like you don't share because you don't feel like you're going to be heard, that your needs matter. Your partner may have said, you may think things are all about you. So that stifles you and not being able to share. Because the card says, do I believe that my needs matter? And do I share them with others? And your needs do matter. And you should share. You must share. Do I ask for what I want? In Cancer, do you ask for what you want? And I don't believe you do. I believe that you keep things in. So when communicating your needs, what are you resisting and with whom? Your partner. You are resisting sharing because you don't feel like they're going to hear you, understand you. You don't want to be mocked. You don't want to be ridiculed. So what do you need in order to feel safe enough to express your needs? And that's the whole kit and caboodle. You need to feel safe enough. And you don't feel safe enough to share with your person how you truly feel. You don't. Hello, how are you? You don't feel like you can say exactly what you feel. And you must stop resisting. And you need to be in the front and let that person know that, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. Because your voice matters. You matter. Anything that you need to talk about, it does matter. So communication is the key. So for my Cancers that are in a relationship, you need to communicate with your person and be honest. You must be vulnerable. So let your guard down and trust the process. Trust your partner. Trust. You may have had arguments in the past. You may have had disagreements. But guess what? That holds you back and you stifle yourself. You stifle your voice. You don't stand where you need to stand. And that's beside your partner. You stand in the back. You need to stand in the front with your partner and let them know, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I'm going through. and you must let your guard down so that they can understand. Because your person may be a person that's loud, that may not let you talk, and that's why communication is the key. You must hear each other. But I thank you for being a part of this live, and I do encourage people to share his or her story in the comment section, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. I thank you, and I wish all of you nothing but success and abundance in your life. I send to you all love and light. Good night. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. Let's begin healing together.